And San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UAB's offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hooks. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw again. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Now they'll run it to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
He's brought down at the 38. Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. The short hands, it's Jones. Stumbled to the ground.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Anderson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Might be changing the route. Now from inside the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. and it'll be down right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running to Green. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the...
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Smith wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single... early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets the back moving. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Roadrunners will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Roadrunner. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. On to attempt to try. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
UAB 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And for this sophomore signal caller, this one will be filed under learning experience. They just have picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it on the outside, it's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Touchdown, UTSA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it their Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And this sophomore signal caller really seems to be out of sorts, not exactly sure what he's seeing. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Scanning the field, it's Grant. Fires one high and deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blazers.
UAB.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the catch, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Smith wants to throw. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Caught at the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
UTSA 23, UAB 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
To the air, it's Grant. Caught over the middle, it's Klein. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit. And if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
And the Blazers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give on the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Ingram. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, UAB. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Smith dropping to pass. Throwing right. Got his man. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab deep. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They had this lead to start in the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Roadrunners in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs.
Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
29, UAB 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. On the move, it's Ingram. There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
At the 35, he's loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go.
Reads it, fires complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they...
Touchdown, UAB! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smith dropping to pass. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football.
He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you get...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's...
Breaks into the open. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UTSA.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Grant. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Blazers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Klein. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Turning it on. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 18 to Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Working on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. He wants to change this route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead's extended a little far.
And And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Ingram. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Klein. At the 45 on his way. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
22, water.
It's a draw. Nice move there. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, it's Grant. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Blazers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Making side adjustments here.
On the ready.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Grant. Get it out on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. And